5 episodes, that is all we have left before we have to say farewell to the characters we have come to know and love. The last handful of episodes are expected to be longer than usual, with the third expected to be around an hour and a half, with many speculating that is when we will finally see the battle between the dead and the living take place. So how will the dead be stopped? Who will sit on the Iron Throne? Today on Beyond the Screen we're going to be bringing you some answers and all of our predictions with the top 10 Game of Thrones Season 8 predictions. Let's jump in. Coming in at 10, Tyrion will be a problem. Let's address the elephant in the room. Tyrion is in love with Daenerys, plain and simple. I mean, he didn't stand outside her cabin while she was banging Jon Snow for nothing now, did he? So this unrequited love may very quickly become an issue in Season 8. Will we see Tyrion go up against Jon in an act of jealousy? Or is that below him? I mean, at this point I don't think anything is below Tyrion. His mind is constantly going and he may have already crafted a plan to take down Jon Snow, so that he himself can stand by the side of the Dragon Queen. Coming in at 9, Cersei will lose her child. A prophecy told us in a previous season that Cersei would have 3 children, and that they would die before herself. So as the queen is currently preggers, this makes things a little uncomfortable for her. The Golden Company have arrived and she was forced to have sex with Euron. She lost her brother Jaime to the enemy, and a miscarriage could just be her be-all end-all. In at 8, Theon will die saving Yara. So, many questions fans have is what exactly will be the endgame for the Greyjoys. They haven't exactly had it easy thus far now, have they? I mean, no one really has. Euron will die. Hopefully anyway. He is truly one evil bastard. Now, as we saw in the first episode, Theon rescued Yara from his clutches, but Euron wasn't there to defend his ship. Surely once Euron discovers Yara's disappearance, a battle will ensue between Theon and Euron, which Theon will likely lose. Sadly. In at 7, the dragons will battle. You know it. For the first ever time on the show, which is a surprise, we're poised to see a massive battle between the dragons. Viserion is now under the Night King's control, and of course there will be a reckoning. Now, Dany still has her 2 dragons, but you can't help but wonder how they will react when their brother starts burning them with blue flames. Coming in at 6, Tyrion will be revealed as a Targaryen. It's simple. One potential fan theory that may actually occur is that Tyrion is a Targaryen hypothesis. Hardcore fans know the theory commonly referred to as J plus A equals T, which is Joanna Lannister equals Aerys Targaryen equals Tyrion Lannister. The theory goes that Tyrion is actually a product of rape at the hands of the Mad King. Now the show is subtle about this, but in the books Tyrion is described as, I quote, "one green eye and one black, one peered out from under a lank fall of hair, so blonde it seemed white, hair pale, blonde and black." As we know, the Lannister children all have golden blonde hair without exception, but Tyrion's is different and seems more similar to Targaryen hair, which is typically described as silver or silver pale. On top of that, Tyrion's strands of black hair, mismatched eyes, and his dwarfism could actually point towards incestuous Targaryen blood. But the theory keeps going. Tyrion also dreams of dragons. Dragon dreams are specifically a Targaryen trait, but apparently Tyrion also has them. I quote, "I used to dream of having a dragon. I used to start fires and stare at the flames for hours pretending they were dragon fire." Coming in at 5, Daenerys will die. Right off the bat, the novels are called A Song of Ice and Fire. We've clearly seen those 2 elements personified through the union of Jon Snow and Daenerys. They are the 2 heroes of Game of Thrones, and the end will be tied to their fates. As with most of Game of Thrones, the ending may have already been hinted to through one of the many prophecies. I mean, Prince Who Was Promised was foreshadowed for a reason, with the prince or princess set to be Jon or Dany, the hero set to temper his sword in the blood of his or her true love and bind their soul to it, and that is how the Night King will be defeated, with one of the 2 having to die in order to bring a new dawn to Westeros. Coming in at 4, Euron will die horribly. Honestly, I'm crossing my fingers for this one. As we know, Game of Thrones loves its villains, and the new big baddie that has emerged is Euron Greyjoy. He has only been around for a couple of seasons, and he has already proved himself to be as bad as they come. So it's likely, whether by the hand of Cersei or maybe even Theon, Euron will meet a grisly end, and it will be horribly poetic. In at 3, Cleganebowl will go down. Yes, finally, the event that we have all been waiting for. The Hound and the Mountain will reunite and battle to the death. After years of speculating, it seems we're finally getting what we asked for. The Cleganes have, as we know, fought already during the tourney of the Hand in Season 1, but Robert Baratheon stopped them before anyone was killed. No fun at all. However, this time around, we're sure no one will step in and do the same, and the Hound will emerge victorious, although there is a theory that he may die from his wounds. Saying that, that, it would be a fitting end for both brothers. Coming in at 2, past characters will be brought back. That's right, as the army of the dead marches towards Winterfell, we can't help but feel like we're about to witness something that has never been seen before. The crypt has played a huge part in both episode 1 and the promos leading into the season, which has left fans speculating if it will play a bigger role in the battle. What will likely happen is the Night King will bring back the dead that are currently buried in the crypt, which includes Ned Stark, Rickon, Ramsay Bolton, and Catelyn Stark. What greater battle is there then between the living and a dead family? It's kinda sad. Lastly, in at number 1, Tyrion will sit on the Iron Throne. Yep, after Jon or Dany or even both die while saving their people, Tyrion will head south to deal with Cersei, if she's still alive that is. She'll be defeated in King's Landing and the Red Keep will be destroyed by dragonfire, and snow will fall just like in Dany's vision. And many speculate that Tyrion will then be set to sit upon the Iron Throne. Tyrion has already asked Dany about the line of succession, and this may come into play if the two heroes die as predicted. He is arguably the most qualified, and over the course of the season, Tyrion is set to have a major role in the final battle, with many thinking that his role will be to sit on the Iron Throne at the end of it all. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with our list? Were there any season 8 predictions that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. Before we go though, I just want to respond to a few comments from some of our previous videos. Jonathan Perrin said, "I love the way most presenters on these sort of lists stay on the fence with their opinions. You just say what you think. Very refreshing. I've tried censoring myself to remain impartial. I just can't do it." I'm glad you're a fan though. Sandy said, "Love her and love/support this channel, but the monotone started bothering me. Sorry, that's just my voice. Deal with it." Mr. Nobody said, "I think she was too harsh on Halle Berry. She's gorgeous and I love her as Sharon Stone in the Flintstones. It's called an opinion for a reason. Just because I don't like her doesn't mean you guys can't." And on that note, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another Beyond the Screen vid. If you want to keep up to date on the channel and behind the scenes goings on, be sure to follow us on Instagram, top 10 Beyond the Screen. And until next time, see you later.